back, internet judges. Today we are diving into Am I the A-hole? The place where people absolutely ruin their own life and then ask strangers for validation. These stories have everything: fragile egos, family members who need factory reset, and decisions so bad they deserve a documentary on Netflix. Today, someone is absolutely wrong, someone is aggressively stupid, and everyone involved needs therapy immediately. So sit back, relax, and remember, if you are yelling, how did you think it was okay? Congratulations, you are officially home. Let's go. Alright, so here we go with the first one. Am I the a-hole for telling my menopausal wife that she looks like she's 50 years old? You better not tell that to anyone. I'm 53 male, most likely the a-hole. I think my wife, 53 female, is gorgeous. I think she looks more beautiful now than the day I married her. That's a lie. We've been privileged that we have money, so we're able to take care of our health. She's in good shape. She gets a lot of compliments. Good for her. But the annoying thing is, recently she keeps putting down other women's look behind their backs. That's insecurity, I guess. She will pick at every perceived flaw. She talks about how she's more beautiful and looks younger than other women. I have told her it's not nice, but she said she's just being honest. I think it's screaming like, insecurity. As I said before, I think my wife is gorgeous. She also has wrinkles and age spots. Since she's 53, one day my wife and I had ran into a former colleague of mine who is a woman in her 30s. As soon as we reached home, my wife was talking about how she's more beautiful and looks younger than the colleague. I told my wife that I think she's more beautiful than the colleague, but she looks like a 50-year-old woman. Any 50-year-old woman would look like a 50-year-old woman, no matter how much makeup you put on, no matter how much skincare you just give into, because your cell, I think it keeps after every 21 days it keeps like regrowing or something like that. I don't know the science behind this, but I guess you can look nice, but you certainly won't look like you are 20-year-old, right? My wife looked shattered. She started saying that she's going through menopause and that her body is breaking down. I told her I think she's beautiful and sexy. I tried to hug her, but but as she moved away, she asked why would I want to seduce an old woman. She then got angry and said in a crude way, maybe I'm having relations with my former colleague. Out of the blue, she said that maybe I'm having relations with a woman in her 20s. Then, even more out of the blue, she said she's white and I'm not. So that's why she looks much older than me. I asked her, where did that come from? She started crying and she said, I'm shaming her for aging. She's been really upset ever since. Am I the a-hole? I don't think so. You are the a-hole. Although you could have told those things nicely. Like, never tell that to a woman. Never comment a woman on her age, like, okay, you are beautiful but you are 50. So everything what you say after but it makes more sense than whatever you say like before. I don't know if I'm sounding right, but yes, that's how it is. And women on the channel, like, no matter how beautiful she is or she's not, like, every woman, I think they love to hear that they're beautiful. And if you say otherwise, it's going to hurt us. I think you're not the a-hole because she took the comment like literally she took it like very personally. I don't think so it was a defense mechanism, but maybe she is kind of insecure. That's why she like puts down every woman. Okay, let's see the comments, what you guys have to say. Your wife needs therapy. I don't think so she needs therapy. I think she needs to build her self-confidence more and accept her age. I guess everyone has to get old one day. As soon as I finished reading the post, I thought this woman needs a therapist and a mental and health care provider that specializes in menopause. Okay, I don't know why I'm laughing at this, but I would put money on this being a result of her own insecurities and aging. I know anytime I start giving other people the side eye, it's because I'm not dealing with my shit. She really needs to get it together because it's unhealthy for her and incredibly mean. Yes, 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 and also unhealthy for the family because whatever she's going through, I mean, the entire family has to suffer. So, I mean, all you can do is like, you can be a little bit kinder and nicer to her and give her time. And just, I think she needs a little bit of counseling here and there. Like, just try to uplift her. All right, guys, so on to the next one. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this situation. All right, the second one. Am I the a-hole for telling my siblings that I'm no longer buying Christmas gifts for their adult kids? My siblings have several kids each, 4 of which are now in college and a fifth of them already in career. Both of my sisters still have expectations that I'll buy them gifts of a list of they provide. I told them that I'm not buying anyone Christmas gifts and that my gifts will now be given during the major events in life, such as weddings. I think it makes sense because, uh, I don't know, I don't get Christmas gifts. So I can pretty much tell on that because if you are a kid, people give you gifts like, Every relatives, whenever, not just Christmas, like even if they come to just visit you, they'll get you something like chocolates or some toy or some clothes or something, so you're happy. But as soon as you just become big, and especially if you're in college and you have already started your career, I don't think so any relatives comes and gives you all of those things. It doesn't make sense. So I think you are not the a-hole if and that to a list. I don't know who provides the list for the kids, like please buy my kids all these things. Kids those who are already in college and kids those who are already in a career. And of course their gifts are not going to be something very simple like you giving them a toy or any like kiddie stuff. So they won't be happy with that. Like you need to give them something solid. Let's see the comments. I buy gifts for children, not adults. Since you want to do an adult gift exchange, I expect to receive one back from every gift I give. That's a good one. Yes, you can do that. Info: have you been receiving gifts from your siblings and or their kids this whole time? Thank you card messages too if it's your money. Yes. So not the a-hole. I agree. I totally 100% agree with that. What you agree, I mean, comment down below, let me know. And yeah, it's actually a good move. Like, if you want to give gifts, you can wait for the major events in their life, like weddings or maybe birthday. That would do. Not the a-hole. It's your money, your choice, and their kids are grown adults. So it's not your responsibility to buy them gifts. Definitely. Definitely. So not the a-hole. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this situation. We'll jump to the next one. Alright guys, so this one. Am I the a-hole for saying I won't move in with my BF if his mom just keeps showing up? Okay, so me, 23 female, and my BF, 26 male, have been together for like 2 years and we are talking about moving in. I really do like him and I can see us living together for sure, but his mom is like a lot. She is a nice lady and everything, but she just shows up at his apartment whenever, like no text, no call. She just uses her keys and walks in, sometimes with food, sometimes just to say hi. I don't even know why she has the key to the apartment, and if I ask my BF, he just switches subjects. Maybe he's mama's boy, he's close to mom, or maybe he's not able to, like, deny her for the keys. I don't know. That could be the reason. I told my BF before it low-key makes me uncomfortable, but she was like, he was like, that's just how she is. It's not worth making her mad. Why will she be mad? So last week we were literally in the middle of an argument and she just walked in. It was so awkward. She acted like nothing was happening and started talking about her garden. I wanted to disappear. Later I told him I don't want to move in there if she's gonna keep doing that. I said she just she can't just have a key and come over unannounced. He got all quiet and said I was making him choose between me and his mom. No, I think you are making him choose between the apartment key and yourself, I guess. I was like, no, I just want privacy. And he says I'm overreacting and all couples go through this. And then you guys are like too young to go through this. 23 and 26, that's too young. And then his mom cried when he brought it up. Now I feel the worst person ever. Really? Am I the a-hole? I I seriously I seriously don't know why moms, like, they start crying whenever it comes to like these situations. I seriously have no idea. I mean, a mom, I'm guessing she would be in her like 40s, 50s if she has a kid who is 26-year-old, maybe 50s. So she has like pretty much lived a 50 years of her time here on earth, and then you're still not able to cope up with these kind of situations. And I guess mother should have that much understanding that if a child is grown up, I mean, she cannot just like turn the key and just walk into their life, especially when he's all grown and dating. I think there is zero boundary. So not the a-hole, because you had to bring that up. If you wouldn't bring that up, like, um, maybe he would take you for like granted. And if you are like, planning to like be in this relationship for a longer period of time, I guess you should start like communicating better with your partner. I don't have a partner. Who am I advising? Let's see what you guys have to say. It's easier to break up with a mama's boy than to divorce one. Run. Yeah. There you go. In one sentence, you have the advice. Run. It will just get worse. She will always be invading your home and personal life. I mean, yeah, go ahead and watch this video of mine, boy's mom, and how far they could get. Like, they'll start naming your children as well. Just run. Not the whole, if you move in together, it would be your shared space too. If she's going to come over, and she could at least ask first. If your boyfriend can't put up that boundary, then maybe moving in together isn't the best idea. Yes, definitely not for your mental health, because I think every girl, when she moves in with her partner, or like if she gets married, so she has like her own viewpoint of how she's gonna keep the house, like, from kitchen to your bedroom to your like space where you live in. And if a certain woman, such as the boy's mom or even the girl's mom, starts moving in, so she will move around the things, then she'll try to like set it up at her own terms. So it's like most of the girls, they do not like that, including me. because I have my own space, so I just try to keep it like the way I want. I don't go by how my mom likes it. And whenever she comes, although she doesn't come often. Alright, guys, so not the hole. And comment down below, let me know what you think of this situation. We'll go jump to the next one. Am I the hole for hiding the fact that my youngest son is biologically ours? What? So, me, 48, and my wife, 46, both come from a culture where arranged marriages are common. And that's how we got together. Okay, we were arranged into our marriage, and when we were 18 and 20, oh my god, I can go into more details about no, save that, we don't want to know more details if asked, but it's not super relevant to the post. Great. If we both wanted kids, however, my wife has a medical condition that made it even hard for her to get pregnant, and because of the arranged nature of our marriage, we didn't exactly feel too keen on repeatedly trying. Okay, so when we were financially stable and old enough, we adopted our first son when he was 3. Now he's 26, and our daughter now 22, a year later when she was a newborn. So after 3 years later, my wife unexpectedly got pregnant after we drunkenly hooked up with each other. I mean, with your wife, you call that a hookup. And the result is our youngest son now. He's 19. Congratulations to both of you. When my wife got pregnant with our youngest son, we purposely hid this from our families. Why? They had for years pressured us to try fertility treatments to have a child, and that would truly belong to us. And we knew if they found out our youngest son was biologically ours, they did never treat our other children the same. Okay, so we hid her pregnancy and told our families we adopted other baby. Only a few friends and a select members knew about the pregnancy. All of my children also know about this. My father, 69, was talking with me and my cousin, 47 male, who knows about the pregnancy, about how he was always disappointed that I never gave him a proper grandchild. And he was still holding out hope until last year when my wife turned 45. I told him he has 3 grandchildren through me, and he just grumbled about how it wasn't the same. My cousin in private says that he thinks it's a bit of an a-hole move to still hide it from him because he's getting older, and it's not like he can treat the kids much differently from one another now that they're all grown. I don't think I'm a-hole, but I'm curious what Reddit thinks. Okay, update, me and my wife are not Indian. So please stop with all the racist messages and comments about Indian culture. Guys, it's not just the Indians who go through this arranged marriage, because arranged marriage is like pretty much common in all the Asian countries, including China. If you are not aware, on YouTube, you can go ahead and watch the documentary about matchmaking Chinese, how and how stupid it is. Like, they are like quiet even in their dates. So I mean, go ahead. It's pretty much common everywhere. I think this arranged culture to people, those who are not able to find partners. So, all right, let's get back to what you guys think. Not the whole right here. Your father shows why it was a good idea for you to hide the pregnancy. Definitely, because I mean, the family, they always wanted with the same like bloodline. So it was obvious that they would treat the third child differently compared to the other two. So I think it was a good idea to hide from them, because after all, they already have like 3 grandchildren, and they need to like treat everyone equally. And had it not been so obviously, some both other children would get hurt. Gramps can and will sow discord among among the kids that can damage their relationship with each other well beyond his grave. Yeah, because the grandpa will be gone in few years, but the children will have to live with that hurt, that toxicity for the rest of their lives. So I think it's enough of a burden for children to know that they are adopted, and on top of that, being treated by the family members differently. I think it's very toxic and very bad. It could lead to even bad behaviors or some kind of addiction or something. So it was best, like, if you try to protect your children. I think that was the first that was the move behind this. So I think not the a-hole at all. Not the a-hole, good for you for protecting your kids. Yes, there you go. Alright guys, so that's today's episode of Am I the A-hole? Where logic went on vacation and never came back. Drop your verdicts in the comments, because clearly these people need humans to explain to them the basic human understandings and behavior. If you enjoyed the chaos, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another public trial of terrible decision making of other strangers' lives. Until next time, be kind, be smart, and please, for the love of the internet, don't be an a-hole. Don't be. And subscribe. Bye bye.